let's get on to Scene Stealers. This is the last Scene Stealers of this season. Whoever goes on the board has some fierce competition against them.
I mean, what do you say?
Yeah. So to recap really quick.
Oh, you got it down. He wrote it down.
Yes, I did.
That's a big fucking list, guys.
I'm not going to show you what the last one is because I made a prediction. All right, so episode 1, we did Black Panther. That is Denai Guerrera. Figured I'd say her name for the last episode.
I've been telling you how to say it for weeks.
Denai Guerrera. And look, I put it in parentheses how to pronounce it actually.
Denai.
Actually, Denai Guerrera. So episode 1, Black Panther, Denai Guerrera. Episode 2, Tenet, Robert Pattinson. Episode 3, The Living Wake, Mike O'Connell. Episode 4, Rounders, Mr. Matt Damon. Episode 5, Paid in Full, Woods Harris. Then we did Us, that's Lupita Nyong'o. V for Vendetta. Oh, you know I'll get her right. Get her right. Episode 7, V for Vendetta, Natalie Portman. Funny fact. Natalie Portman used to be my hall pass until I saw Lupita Nyong'o, and she took Natalie Portman's place. But this is not an award for who gets my hall pass. This is an award for Scene Stealers.
I'm just not going to talk.
Episode 8 is Coffee Town. That was Glenn Howerton. Episode 9, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, John Candy. Jackie Brown was Miss Pam Grier.
That was number 10.
Yes. And now here we are, episode 11, Rain Man. Who is going on the board?
As he just mentioned, all those great candidates. And so with this film, Rain Man, for me, no need to hold you guys in suspense. I'm going to go right out and say it for me, Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah. I have to give an honorable mention to Tom Cruise because he's great. The way, like I said, the way his character subtly grows throughout the whole thing is a terrific performance. And every single scene he's in, you see him 110% present. He is pouring everything into it. But as great as Tom Cruise did, I agree with you, he didn't begin to hold the candle to Dustin Hoffman's masterful performance. And I think what sets it apart is that Dustin Hoffman's performance his role was so much more demanding. What was expected of him, and how sensitive he had to approach that character to not make it offensive. And he walked such a thin line between showing somebody with autism authentically and to the point, like I keep going back to, there are parts where it's humorous, there's parts where it's heartbreaking, you're always feeling for him, and those are all the signs of an excellent performance.
For me, the reason why I said it, when you have two A-listers, and I'm not just saying that as a throwaway line, when you really have two iconic actors on screen, and one's one senior, like Hoffman was a senior. It's not like Cruise was the, hey, I'm saying, man, I'll carry you, old man, if you let me carry you. I mean, I'm not saying he came on saying that, but you guys that bravado, and then we have Hoffman who's coming there, and as we found out, we'll find out later, maybe, showing truly he'll do whatever it takes to get the job done as far as maybe working not so much on the screen, but with people behind the screen as well. We'll definitely discuss that. So
the other thing is that as great as Tom Cruise's performance was, and I'd never get tired of Tom Cruise, I've seen him play a version of that character in pretty much everything he's done. And with Dustin well, not everything. I will omit Tropic Thunder from that because that was unlike anything he's ever done.
Private jets.
he had that's season 2, hopefully.
Oh yeah.
But Dustin Hoffman, that was so removed from everything that Dustin Hoffman is. And then also knowing the dedication that Dustin Hoffman brings to any performance, to any role that he's taking, there's no competition here. Dustin Hoffman immediately goes up and right up onto the board with everybody else.
An honorable mention to him playing the role in Meet the Fockers. Definitely killed that too. Love it, Dustin.
And I Heart Huckabees. That's another one I'm hoping. We can go on and on. Dustin Hoffman, congratulations.
Get your ass up there, Dustin.
Made it to the board in the nick of time. Next week.
Get your ass up there, Dustin.
Next week, New Year's Eve. This is our final episode of season 1, but next week we will be doing a recap of season 1, a preview of season 2, and in that next week we'll also be choosing our scene stealers of this whole season. We'll count the 11 down to a top 3 and decide who on this board is the best 3 of the season. So that'll be next week on the special episode. Do you have anything else to add for scene stealers?
No, like I say, he killed it, and there's nothing else that should be said about it. They both, like I say, when you get Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman, nobody really loses. But the fact that what they were given, they both did the best they could. Hoffman's character called for more, and he delivered.
Find us in all these links that's coming up right now.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.